Hello, thank you so much for jumping on to the Back to School Night video for ninth grade English. My name is Allie Addinger, but of course your kids call me Miss Addinger. A little bit about me. So I am your child's ninth grade English teacher. I'm originally from Perksy, Pennsylvania. It's a small town. I don't know if anyone recognizes it, but from Bucks County, about an hour outside of Philadelphia. This is my fourth year teaching. I was an eighth grade English teacher at Lamberton Middle School for 3 years, so for many of your kids, I may have taught them before, which is such a cool opportunity to have them again. I graduated from Millersville University with an English and special education certification, so I have experience teaching English, in a more general education sense, as well as special education, especially within the English classroom. Right now, I'm working on my master's in education with a specialization in diversity and student resilience, focusing around trauma-informed practices, which have become, unfortunately, extremely relevant during the pandemic. I'm also the yearbook advisor. So a couple important elements of ninth grade English. For one, I always make time for silent reading, about 10 to 15 minutes, just because all of the reading research that I've come across has harped again and again about the importance of giving students time to read what they want for an extended period of time. If we want them to become better readers, so I'm making that time available. Also making time for collaborative work and discussion. Being able to work collaboratively and discuss is such a critical piece for the professional world. So that's why we jump into that for ninth grade. Plenty of writing. I think writing is one of the biggest tools for success for our students, so I really harp on writing, and I emphasize what we call higher order thinking questions. So questions that aren't just, hey, do you remember this thing we talked about? It's more of, examining, analyzing, creating, as opposed to just remembering. The technology that we use are Schoology and PowerSchool. Your students should have access to those two pieces of technology. If they don't, feel free to email me and I can help you out with that. Also, just to kind of throw this out there, I am very big on research-based teaching methods. So one activity that I'm going to be hopefully enacting in a few of my classes is that I have a master's thesis that I'm working on, and I got approval from the district as well as from York College, which is where I'm having my master's degree, to do a study, some action research within the classroom. You'll be getting a handout in a week. Describing the study and whether you would like to opt in or opt out. I will say it's a study on trauma-informed writing pedagogy, which is teaching writing in a very different way. At no time do students need to divulge anything about their personal lives or talk about things that have traumatized them, nothing like that. It's more about giving kids, choices in assignments and more opportunities to discuss, things like that. But you will get some information about that. I would really appreciate it if you could sign that, whether you would like your student to participate or not. I'd be very appreciative. What we're learning in class right now, we're focusing on our Elements of Literature unit, short stories, and we're looking at tone right now, doing some analyzing. The project that students are working on right now is their creative writing project with tone. So they are creating a tone for a text that they're writing, and it can be any tone they want. If they want to have an aggressive tone, a cheerful tone, a melancholy tone, whatever they choose, and they have to develop that tone through their creative writing piece, transition to a different tone, and end on that last one. Units of study that we'll be going through as the year progresses. We're in Elements of Literature right now. Next is our American-born Chinese graphic novel study, Romeo and Juliet, which is a drama, Rebecca, which is another novel study, and the Odyssey, intertextuality study. We won't be reading the entirety of the Odyssey, but I'll be bringing in some different sources to talk about the text and the context around it and really develop some of those close reading skills. Some helpful information. Zeros will be put in as placeholders for late work. All my assignments can be revised for up to full credit. I don't take any late points, just because I really want to grade students on what they submit, not when they submit it. Please contact me if you ever need anything. Email is usually best. I am very flexible with students. I always tell them that they really need, their mental health is more important than anything else. Of course, I'm going to help them grow as readers, writers, and thinkers, but at the same time, I can't do that unless they have their mental health in check. So I'm very flexible. If you ever need anything, please let me know. Here's my contact information. I'm usually not too great with checking my messages, but email, I will respond to you within 24 hours unless it's over the weekend, and then I will be sure to get back to you on Monday. Thank you so much for jumping into Back to School Night, and have a great rest of your day.